But the one thing, if you're taking a lot of that stuff, make sure you drink a whole hell of a lot of water with it. So, you know, I always got the ice water with me and all that. So, because they can kind of clog you up, you know, because it's just activated charcoal, but it's totally inert. I mean, it's not. It's just taking out the bad stuff, probably the bad stuff from the blood, and you know, maybe it is both these things that's working like crazy. But I don't take them exactly at the same time. Like I said, I might take this 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Then about 5 hours later, that's already absorbed, you know. Then 5 hours later, I start taking that stuff. So, you know, one's a different type. They're both charcoal carbon, but one's a different type than the other. And I've already, since December, okay, so what is today? February 27th, Wednesday, right? February 27th, Wednesday, 2018. I started getting Carbon C60 December 18th, 2017. So it's been 2 months and 10 days, right? I took over 2.5 liters of the stuff already. Okay? Over 2.5 liters. When I still got about a half a liter, or a good half a liter, maybe I took about 2.5 liters. Maybe slightly over 2.5 liters. I got about half a liter left, and that'll be 3 liters. Then with this, that'll be 4 liters. Now, if I don't really notice some really crazy difference, I'm going to start backing off on this stuff. But I started kind of backing off. I was taking about a third this bottle every day. I'm going to back it off to a quarter bottle a day, which is 25 milligrams. And milliliters, excuse me, milliliters. Doing this from memory, I think a level tablespoon is 15 milliliters, a level teaspoon is 5 milliliters, 3 teaspoons to a tablespoon. Usually they say if you're taking a teaspoon every other day, that's like quite a bit. So if I'm backing this off to 25 milliliters a day, that's almost 2 tablespoons. That's like over 5 teaspoons a day. So that should be enough, you know, because I didn't really trust this stuff. I thought it was kind of like over exaggerated, even though I was seeing all the testimonies. Until I saw it work on Gold Digger, the cat, and her fur came back like a miracle, and she started peppering up. And Boots recovered a lot, and I don't know, his leg is hurting him in the back, but maybe, you know, I know some people give me crap about that. The Boots, the cat, take him to a vet, but the vet would probably kill him because he's got old injuries. You know what I mean? They're like that. They're like that. Can't trust vets, man. They're assholes. They just leave them alone. And give him the best food, and he'll recuperate. I know he's been hurt before. I'm giving him the Carbon C60 every day. Every day I see him. So he's probably getting about 5 days out of 7 a week. A good dose. What might be happening with that cat is, I swear to God, I know this isn't a Carbon C60 thing that I'm telling you here, but I do know from medical doctors that told you about using high dose vitamin D with K2, which must be used with K2. They said that if you had an old injury, especially a bad old injury, it'll start repairing that injury, and it'll start hurting again. You know, it'll actually start hurting again. So what you got to do, what happens then, eventually, after it repairs itself, it's better than new. That's what might be going on with that cat. I do know that this Carbon C60 is very anti-infectious, anti-inflammatory, builds up anything antitoxin, and builds up anything that needs to be repaired in the body. It helps heal the body. It might be that his leg is repairing. Because I remember when he got a snake bite 3 years ago, I thought that leg was going to be screwed up forever. And one day, he just started running like a rocket ship, you know, just all of a sudden. So, you know, that might be what's going on with him. I'm going to give it some time. And, you know, I don't trust the medical doctors. They'll kill them, man. I don't trust them. To tell you the truth, if I was on my deathbed, medical doctor came up to me, I'd like to take this thing and stab him with it. I don't like them. I hate them. I actually hate them. Most of them I hate. If I don't know them, I hate them. Okay? That's all I think. So don't rag on me for this crap, because if I thought that was the right thing to do, I would do it. What I'm doing is what I think is the right thing to do. And don't go thinking I don't love the shit out of that cat, man. I sure do. So, you know, I don't trust the vets, man. They gave Gold Digger a bunch of shots for antibiotics for her skin. It didn't do crap. 2 months later, it was getting worse. I started giving her, and actually I mainly gave her this stuff, Good and Cheap. That's why I think it works. This stuff is okay. That's what freaking, her fur came back like a miracle. Her skin healed up, everything. Her eyes got brighter. Even Boots, when he got whacked by that raccoon, which don't have nothing to do with him getting fixed, he healed up. I thought he was a goner, man. He healed up like crazy. It's this junk. Everybody's telling me their pets are doing great with this junk. So, you know, it's my opinion, but I've seen too many doctors kill people, man. I don't trust them. To tell you the truth, I hate them. That's why I do the medical shit. Okay? So, I'm not here to freaking hype up some bullcrap, because I flat out don't know exactly how much this damn stuff is working. What convinced me is what I saw work on it. Definitely Gold Digger got better like a miracle. So did Boots. I think this stuff is causing his old injury to re-repair. That's why it's freaking hurting him. When it gets re-repaired, maybe he'll be freaking running around like a rocket ship again. So I'm assuming. You know? So, but I did notice this works on me like crazy. I'm taking that every day. Some people take it every day. Somebody, you know, I mean, there's very few medical doctors that get into this type of detox stuff. But, you know, activated charcoal is also highly inflammatory. If you can stop all inflammation in the body, you can pretty much heal anything, because your body's got everything in the world to freaking fix anything. Actually, that's the whole theory and whole thing behind Dr. Sebi. Remember the African doctor? Actually, he's from Honduras, but he's African black Negro heritage, right? He's from Honduras. Dr. Sebi. His whole thing, even though he was uneducated, his whole thing was about getting rid of the inflammation. Everything was like a mucus. Mucus was from inflammation, right? So you get rid of the inflammation, you get rid of the mucus, you heal up. It's probably why that damn thing is working. This is the same kind of stuff too. This is milder and safer, although more money. This carb, good, even though Good and Cheap is the cheapest one around, than that stuff. But it still works, you know. So I'm going to close this box up before it gets light on it too much. And put it inside. And, we'll see. We'll see how this all works out, man. I mean, after I do the next half liter and I do this, I'll have 4 liters in me. But, a person, a human, it might take 6-8 months or more before they really notice all kinds of stuff that's going to be working with them with this. This, I noticed some energy right away. A lot of people say they got energy from this right away too. I'm not 100% sure, because I got to notice something tremendous before I open my mouth that it works. That I noticed tremendous. I'm sure that's doing something. But that's activated, positively charged charcoal. I think that positive charges, I don't know what the hell it's doing. I think it's working the same way the Zapper works. Positive offset, positively charged charcoal. I think it's working the same theory. So, I don't know. I'm not BSing anybody, man. And, if I had a family member that was dying of cancer, the last person I'd bring them to was a doctor. Tell you the truth. So, I think my cat is my buddy Boots, I love to death. You know, I love that cat, man. I don't want nothing to happen to him. If he, you know, I don't trust the pets, man. They might freaking put him to sleep or some shit where I could be healing them up. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. You know, what am I going to do? Going in there and say, you know, you can't put him to sleep? And say, no, we're God. We can do anything we want. Right? I'd rather give him this stuff, and he's still walking around. He ain't hurting or nothing. He just limps once in a while. He just kind of, he walks on the grass. He doesn't walk on the, he hops on the pavement. I don't know. I think he'll be all right. Cats got those frequencies in their body. They know how to heal. So, and if I see any raccoons around here, I'm going to whack them. But those damn things are sneaky, man. They come around here because they're the ones that are the biggest danger to my cats. The raccoons. They're bad. They come around here. That's why I put the food out only when I see the cats. I've been trying to keep those and I got the security camera on the cat food to keep the, you know, if I see any damn animal, I chase those suckers away. I haven't seen raccoons around here, but I hear them once in a while. They make this noise, man. They run around in packs. And that's the big danger to cats, man. Not other cats. Raccoons. Anyway, over that. So I just got 10 more orders of good and cheap Carbon C60. I think this stuff is actually pretty good, actually. I tell you the truth. This shows a rating of 80 milligrams per 100 milliliter bottle. And on the Amazon website, it says 67. So they actually started increasing how much Carbon C60 you get per bottle. I guess originally it was 67 milligrams, but then they increased the price from 20 to 25. I still got this at 20, just below the price increase. But I'm going to continue to buy it. One thing I do, there's a couple of things I like about having these kind of bottles, even though these are not UV protected. But for the most part, the label is covering up the light. Plus, I'll keep them in a box. The other thing is, it's a lot easier to open up this cap. Just don't screw it on there real tight. And you got this little squirter on the top that, I don't know if I can get it open in one hand. Well, if I get it open in one hand, it tells you it's not that damn hard to open up. Just don't crank it down there real tight. It's got this little squirter. See? Squirt bottle. That makes it a lot easier to give you doses than trying to pour it out of a wide mouth bottle. Plus, you don't have to worry about dropping them, busting a bottle open. So, kind of like these. Is the quality just as good? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You know, I don't think it's screwed up, though, to tell you the truth. I think it's okay. You know, for the price, is it the value? Yeah, I think so. Now, to tell you the truth, it seems to actually, I've been saying this, it seems to be giving the most energy is taking this stuff, activated charcoal. But I do not take this at the same time I take the Carbon C60. I'll take the Carbon C60 earlier in the morning, and then around, I'd say, after noon or afternoon time, say, 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., I start taking lots of this. But then I don't take I don't take vitamins with this, and I don't take Carbon C60 with it. But this does seem to pep me up during the day. And I'm assuming I got a lot of toxins. Maybe I got a lot of benzene buildup from, working on these cars and stuff. Messing around with cars for all these years. Even though I'm an accountant, I always messed around with cars. Always, even if I was changing my own oil or something, you still get oil on your skin and absorbed in your body over years. That's a detoxer and absorbs toxins. I think this stuff works the same way. It's not positively charged, it's more mild. But then, if I stop doing this, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to really feel the difference. And it could be that this stuff is kicking in, and I'm thinking it's that. But I remember when I took this a couple months before I even found out did this, and that worked too back then, the activated charcoal. And this is about, even though these are pills, it's just about as cheap as bulk, right?